It goes together. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Of all the projects I've done, I'm like, this is the project that I'm going to be the most excited about. Shout out to everybody from Detroit. You know?
Special Sundays radio show. I am your host, Miss Special, here with
Nameless.
Yes, indeedy. Now, how did you get the name Nameless?
Funny you should ask. I was thinking of names that wouldn't sound whack. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't think of any, so I was like, well, let me just be nameless. Let me just have no name. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of went with it. Well, actually, it was with the design program because I'm a graphic designer. So, you know, I was trying to think of a name for my design company. You know, I didn't want to think of like major graphic blasters or something. Like, yeah, like extreme. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I couldn't think of anything. So I came up with Nameless Designs. You know what I'm saying? And people started calling me like, "Hey, Nameless, what's up? Nameless, what's up?" So I was like, it caught on to me. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just stick with Nameless.
So you do graphic design, sketching, and music. How do they all correlate together? Because I know from a producer's mind, they always kind of tie things together. So how does that tie in together?
It's kind of like it's not that difficult. I mean, if I'm not doing beats, I'm sketching. If I'm not sketching, I'm graphic designing. Because, you know, nowadays people will come up to me with some work, do a flyer for a club or like a party or stuff like that, or do like an album cover or a business card. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll just call me out of the blue, like, hey, I need a business card. Can you do this? Blah, 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 blah. So I'll do that. So, I mean, it's whenever I have free time to do whatever I want to do, I'll do it. You know?
Now, you've done a couple of tribute projects. You did 2 J Dilla tributes. Adobe Illustrator CS1 and CS2. How did you come up with those names?
Oh, man.
Of course, it's graphic design related.
Yeah, that was pretty much it. Graphic designing. Like, I was just designing something one day, and, you know, it was around Dilla's birthday that I'm hearing all these tributes, and, you know, it was, when you hear enough Dilla tributes, it will sound the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, it will play his music just over and over and over, and like, you'll hear it like, okay, I heard that. Like, when I want to hear a Dilla beat, I want to hear like a exclusive, like an unreleased track, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I hear is Raise It Up. All I hear is Fall in Love. All I hear is, you know what I'm saying? Like, Climax. All I hear is that. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me do something different. So I came up with a project. The samples that he used, I took those and resampled it and made it completely different from how he did it. So, and the name Adobe Illustrator, it just popped out of nowhere because I was designing something, and I turned on the software Adobe Illustrator, and then I was like, Illustrator.
And I mean, you kind of like, you illustrated a tribute project more than anybody else did. You know what I mean? Like, they do their own things, but yours is more of illustration by using the same samples of him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
that's I try to make it more, you know, original, more unique, because, you know, everybody, they would use like the same pattern, the same way he did it, the same chops of how he did it or something like that. Even with a live band, they would play the same way he did it. So I just wanted to get outside that box, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to do a different chop, a different, you know what I'm saying, a mind frame, a different sound effect, anything like that.
Yeah, people don't realize that, like, a tribute can, you know, it's however you want to attribute it. You also did a Michael Jackson tribute. What was the idea and vision behind that, besides Michael Jackson being the greatest ever?
Now, actually, that one was pretty random. You know what I'm saying? I didn't plan on doing that. I mean, when I got the news that Michael Jackson passed away, you know what I'm saying, it kind of caught me. So, you know what I'm saying, at that time, I wanted to do a tribute, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think a million people was going to do a Michael Jackson tribute. I mean, knowing he's like the greatest pop singer ever in the world, I mean, I should have known by then he was going to be like a million people doing tributes. So I was like, well, let me be the first to do like a tribute through just beats, you know what I'm saying? So the first beat I did was the sample Can You Feel It? You know, so I'm like, you know what, let me just do a whole project doing this, you know what I'm saying? Did a quick design for the album cover and MJ the Moonwalker project.
Do you have any other tributes in mind? Because I mean, you do other things. You obviously do beat tapes and stuff like that. Do you have any other tributes in mind?
I want to do a Wu Tang Clan tribute. I want to do that. I've been wanting to do that for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But I never had the time to, so, you know, working and fatherhood and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think Wu Tang is going to be in that category for the next tribute. Yeah.
And then, of course, talked to Clear Soul Forces a couple months ago. They said you guys are doing a project together. What can you tell me?
All I can say is Fab 5 is going to be a beast next year. Actually, tomorrow we're going to link up, you know, because we don't have any performances tomorrow. So we're just going to link up, and we're going to just clink our minds together, just see what we're going to do with that. So yeah. And actually they sent me some exclusive. They sent me like a snippet of what they already have for like a single. Oh my god. I played that like 20 times one day. I was like, oh man. I went to work, played that on my phone like all day.
I believe it.
It just killed the time. So, you know, yeah. I'm excited about it. Like of all the projects I've done, I'm like, this is the project that I'm going to be the most excited about, because like Clear Soul Forces, I don't know what it is, the chemistry. It's like we complement each other's styles. They complement my beats. I complement their lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It's just our stuff just goes together. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
So beautiful. I love it. And then Beats Original. So you do a couple of those. Are those kind of just more to like, you know, sell the beats and kind of a random thing, or what's the vision when you do those?
Well, yeah, that's a good question, because when I did Volume 1, that was just to put myself out there. You know, I was kind of hesitant to put that out there. So when I put it out, the purpose was to see what people thought of it. And when I got good feedback of it, I'm like, okay, well, let me do Volume 2 to see how I progressed. You know what I'm saying? So after that, I got more feedback from it, and then after that, people wanted to collab with me, like, yeah, let's do a beat. I want to use you. So I'm like, okay, well. And then Volume 3, that was like an evolvement or something like that, just to show how I evolved, like new equipment and stuff like that, and I just progressed in everything and stuff like that. I just graduated into new stuff. So, yeah. Can
we expect another one, or are you just kind of focused on what you're doing now?
It's possible. A Volume 4 is very possible. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm doing like a whole lot of collab projects right now. Like Clear Soul Force is one of them, of course. And Nametag from Detroit. I got a project with him. It's called For Namesake. It's going to be out on next year through a label. And with Illingsworth, I got an EP called Buzzards with him. That's coming out next year. So I'm doing a whole lot of collab projects. But it's possible. Volume 4 could be possible, because a lot of people have been asking me that. I was like, yo, can we expect a Volume 4? I'm like,
we like the collab stuff though, so I'm pretty satisfied with the collab stuff.
Right. Got a collab. I mean, any way I could put myself out there for the fans, I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Well, that's about it. Have a special Sunday. Stay special. For Special Sundays radio show every Sunday, 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and everything special, check out specialsundays.com.